Your crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1100 hours coordinated universal time UTC here on the Ubn channel. You're just in time. Guys, I hope you feel blessed like I am to be alive and also to be in good health. And I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe and you're staying at home if you can. You're also washing your hands with soap and water. And if you don't have that, then definitely you're sanitizing with an alcohol-based sanitizer. You're wearing your mask while in public. And of course, you're observing social distancing. Very important things that we should be doing. And this demands self-discipline. This demands every day reminding ourselves that we need to do this to definitely curb COVID-19 pandemic. So I welcome you once more. And of course, my people, Grace Naomi Shiko, Irene Barbara Abed, Susan Evans, Betty, JJ Jojo, David Muturu, Miss Kindness, Buchari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce of Seattle, Stephen Karanja, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani Kamau, Eglantin Lonperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Tom, Pinch 254, Samuel Gatoa, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Jacob Yatol, Paul Njoroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Chiza, Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Kiaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Waweru, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Solomon Mushemi, Justice Kimeli, and to you, our silent viewer, massive love to you guys. And of course, to our Ubn Masterclass gang, Charles Care, David Ogutu, Chiza, Job, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Madam Ruth Owino, Daniel Jessica John Flower, Isaac Kithua, David Sainati, Joyce Rorie, Pastor Zippy, Mr. Mbuthia, Bishop Mackenzie, Job, Steve Nyabuto, Alpha Nyota, Jacob Yator, Washira SM Pani, Jane Washira, Lynn Washira, Madam Beatrice Marango, Moses, Ian Mwangi, Jason Gore. Massive love to you guys. I salute you for showing up every day for these amazing sessions. And so as we begin, let us first get inspired. Today, we get our inspiration from 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 12. Both riches and honor come from you, and you reign over all. In your hand is power and might. In your hand it is to make great and to give strength to all. That's amazing. It's a good way to begin the week. Let us know that God reigns over all, and in his hands, definitely, he makes great and also gives strength to all. So let us look at what is happening on our COVID-19 term. We revisit the term flattening the curve, and on our crypto news segment, we're looking at digital identity solutions for products and enterprises. And on Ubrika today, we resume the classes of the Ubn Trading Masterclass tomorrow at 3 p.m. East Africa time. It's a class you don't want to miss. Now, let's first define what flattening the curve is. Now, flattening the curve is a public health strategy to slow down the spread of the SARS-CoV-2 virus during the COVID-19 pandemic. The curve being flattened is the epidemic curve, a visual representation of the number of infected people needing healthcare over time. During an epidemic, a healthcare system can break down when the number of people infected exceeds the capability of the healthcare system's ability to take care of them. Flattening the curve means slowing the spread of the epidemic so that the peak number of people requiring care at a time is reduced and the healthcare system does not exceed its capacity. Flattening the curve relies on mitigation techniques such as social distancing. So we're saying we want to ensure that we don't overwhelm our healthcare system. We do not exceed its capacity, because once we exceed it, then it means that no one is going to manage to take care of us. And how we're going to do this is such mitigation techniques such as social distancing, which we talk about each and every single day. And I remind you every day that washing your hands with soap and water is something very important. In fact, COVID-19 is in our hands. I repeat, COVID-19 is in your hands. Everything you're doing, the hands, wherever you're touching yourself, you avoid touching your nose, your mouth, your eyes. definitely you're using your hands to definitely stop COVID-19 pandemic. So it's definitely in your hands and you need to do something about it. So let us now cross over to our crypto news segment. This is news on Cointelegraph by Samuel Haig, and it headlines: Ontology partners with German startup to accelerate supply chain identity solutions. Ontology recently partnered with German digital identity and cloud wallet provider Spherity to collaborate on expediting development on digital identity solutions for products and enterprises. The partnership will see Spherity's Cloud Edge wallet integrate with Ontology's blockchain and allow Ontology to use Spherity's decentralized digital identity solutions. The two firms will work together on creating proof-of-concept pilots, demonstrating applications for digital identity within the context of supply chain, mobility, pharmaceuticals, leveraging Spherity's existing customer base. Ontology and Spherity will also collaborate on research and marketing initiatives. Now, Spherity's CEO, Dr. Carsten Stocker, told Cointelegraph that most of the investment, research, and development into blockchain-based identity solutions is not directed at identifying individual citizens. Blockchains and distributed ledgers are mostly used to encode a myriad of other forms of information that goes into tracking goods and value as it moves across the planet. That is amazing. So we're looking for identity solutions, digital identity solutions that are targeting the supply chain. And you can see it's a blockchain-based identity solution. So you can imagine this is what blockchain has come to do. There's a lot of partnership. In the recent past, we have seen so many people partnering with blockchain-based solutions. And so everybody is headed to that direction. And of course, you're most welcome, Mr. Mbugua Kimani. I see, thanks to Brika and you, Scholar, particularly, your indefatigable spirit is such an inspiration. Thank you so much, Mr. Mbugua Kimani. Of course, you have been very supportive on both the Your Crypto and of course on the Ubn Trading Masterclass. We salute you for that. You never stop showing up every day, and we're just really humbled, Mr. Mbugua Kimani. Thank you so much. Keep going. We're definitely headed in the right direction, and we know that with time we're gonna reap the fruits. What we have been sowing for the longest time. So thank you so much, guys. And that takes me to, of course, Ubrika today. And Ubrika today, we want to own our Ubricoin. The Ubricoins in your smartphone and are not just there for you to, when you think about the Ubricoins in your smartphone, by the way, what is the first thing that you think about? Do you think that maybe the Ubricoins that I have, I need to just get to the exchange and sell them? I think that should not be your motivation right now. I think the greatest motivation that you can have for the Ubricoins right now is seeing how you play the role of increasing its price, improving its 24-hour volume. I think that's the greatest way you can own your Ubricoin. And definitely by owning your Ubricoin, you're not thinking about selling the small Ubricoins that you have. I mean, if you even have 100,000 Ubricoins, that's too little comparing the profits, the benefits that we are going to get in a year's time. So even if you say you have 100,000 Ubricoins, that's little, that's very little, considering what you stand to benefit in the future. So we want guys to invest more. And even as we begin this brand new week, we want to reflect on how do you see owning the Ubricoins and what role are you playing? Let us reflect so that when we come tomorrow and to join the Ubn Trading Masterclass, of course, you know why are you doing this for the Ubn? Why are you getting to the exchanges? Why do you want to know more about Ubn? Of course, these are the very important questions that you should be considering so that you don't make the mistake of selling the Ubn right now and then later on 6 months later, you're regretting you want to buy the Ubricoins, and probably you may not even afford as many Ubricoins as you have currently. So we want to also encourage people to place more buy orders on the exchanges as opposed to sell orders, because the campaign here is we want to first own the Ubricoin right now. We want to keep a hold of it. So hodling is a way to go. And of course, if you're trading the UB coins, then you're doing that with a small amount of them because you have the capacity to do trading. Because we also want to boost the trading and the volumes of UB coin, because that's the only way we're going to increase the price. And of course, one last thing about the UB coin and knowing how you own your UB coins is by letting your loved one know about the UB coin and the benefits of health that it brings along. So we want to encourage as many people as possible. Do not stay with this secret alone. We want to benefit all of us. Of course, you're your brother's keeper, you're your sister's keeper, and of course we want all of us to attain the wealth that Ubcoin has for us. So we want to bring in as many people as possible. And so this week, as we resume the classes on the Ubcoin Trading Masterclass, we want to encourage you to bring in as many people as possible. Of course, the Zoom class can accommodate about 100 people or so, and so we want to be more people. We have been doing great. I think the minimum number has been 15 thereabout. So this is a good way to begin, and we didn't begin a long time ago. So you can see that we're doing good, and of course, definitely, it's with time we will get better. So we want to encourage everybody. Let us bring in our friends. Let us bring in our enemies. Yes, if we are rich, we don't even have to be enemies, So let's do this. And so I've got to love you and leave you guys, but not without a quote on you yourself. Why you're owning the Ubcoin and how you get to own Ubcoin, it begins with yourself. And this is a reaffirmation by Miyamoto Musashi, a Japanese philosopher, who says, "There's nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself." I have been your girl, Scholastica Muki, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao.